So episode 12 starts with a childhood scene of Shang and Dee where both were playing. Dee was grinding flowers and leaves and tells him that you will look very good in it. Saying this, she applies it on his lips, but now this color was not going from his lips and fingers. That's why he starts crying. Dee says, "Don't worry, everything will be gone by tomorrow." Shang asks if it doesn't go, then Ravi says, "Then I will take responsibility of you. I promise no one will say anything to you." Saying this, Pinky promises him. Now here in the present time, Shang brings banana milkshake for R.A. She says, "I just told you that there is no need for this." He says that was then, and this is now, and asks what are we now. Shang says that after what happens in a relationship, she says that you can't stop saying this kiss word. Shang says, "I don't kiss my friends." She says, "Please don't say that word to Shang," and he says that we are not doing it right now, you did it a while ago. Then she refuses to say that word. Shang says, "What are you talking about?" She says, "I also don't do that with my friends." Shang says, "Okay, then from now we are not friends." Ru says, "How can our 30 years of friendship end like this?" Shang says that this was the most difficult task of my life. Friendship with you was easier for me than winning the Olympic medal. He says with regret that finally I could befriend you. Just then Ero Myung and Lena come here. Mang says that you reached so early. It seems that you had some special work with Shang. She says that there is nothing like that. Without asking why did you come here from Seoul, he was not able to tell them anything, but Rio says crying that do you think that I will come to see him? I just came near this area and thought I should call him. Mang asks, "Yes, then why did you come here?" She says, "I just came like this and thought I should meet him." Mang says, "But this city is not that far. You just drove so far and came here just like that." Ryu teases her and says that it is just personal. Saying this, she leaves from here. Seong keeps smiling seeing all this. After this, all four of them come together to eat. Giving food, Ru says that I came just for this. This city is most popular for food and I also cook food, so I came to try. Rina says you came so far just to eat. Ryu gets another excuse and says to her that I knew that you people will not believe, that is why I was not telling, but I have come to eat food here only. Everyone starts eating. Seong serves a dish to Rio which Mang had to eat. Rio makes such gestures with her eyes. Then Shang, to handle the situation, says, "Mang AC that you like crabs, don't you?" and passes her the caps. Lena asks her what she likes. Lena says, "I like you," hearing which Rio gets surprised. He always takes Lena's words as a joke. That's why he tells her to eat whatever she wants. So these people stayed in a farmhouse. After eating, Rio comes to a room. After some time, Shang brings food for her. Ryu says, "I will go to some other place." Shang says there is no need for this. There are many empty rooms here. He starts showing washrooms etc. and slowly he comes to sit on the sofa. Prithvi says that you are not going from here. Shang says that I will go later, I had just said this much. Then Lena starts calling him because she had some work left. She says, "Go na, she is calling you." Shang says that you are really going, I should go. She says, "Go na, I didn't stop you." Shang says you have been giving dirty looks since then. She says, "When did I see you like that?" Shang says you should look at yourself in the mirror. "How are you looking at me?" She says, "Stop talking nonsense and go." Shang says you are jealous of Lena, who drives Ru away from here. So on the other side, Shang was not able to sleep because Mang was doing a lot, so he messages Dee. Ru was also awake, so she calls Shang to meet her outside. Shang gets excited and picks up a book and comes out because he was very nervous. She says this place is very nice, but sadly I have to go tomorrow. She says if you want, we can come again, and anyway, I have done all the work today. That's why I will go with you tomorrow. You say, "But I have brought Mom's car." S says yes, then we will go in the same car and will call a driver for my car. She says, "But it is not very expensive because Sal is very far from here." He says it must be costly and spending time with you is worth more than that. She says you like me so much. Shang says yes. You say then tell me how much you like me. S says even after 30 years of being together I am not bored of you. She says it's too much, and what about that time when I was away from you? He says you were never away from me. He holds her hand and tells that when we were 8 years old you fell on me. He puts her hands on his cheeks and tells that when we were 7 years old you pasted stickers on my cheeks. Once when I was sleeping you fed me something in the name of magic candy, due to which my lips turned purple in color. You did all this for me. All these memories are with me. Laughing and stroking his hair, she says, once I stuck bubblegum on your hair. Both of them smile a lot remembering this. She says, you tolerated me so much in my childhood, still how did you like me so much? Shang smiles and says, I am so pretty. Saying this, she puts her head on his shoulder, which made Shang even more nervous. She was feeling sleepy, so she puts her head on his shoulder and sleeps. Then Shang smiles seeing her. The next day, Mom reaches her head office where she had an interview because she had passed the promotional exam, due to which she was going to be posted in South Pole, i.e. Antarctica. She was a level 1 paramedic. After scoring the best scores, the interviewer asks her why she wants to go to Antarctica. Mom says, to tell you the truth, it was my dream since childhood to become Superman. Then I wanted to become Spider-Man so that I can also save people like him. Then I realized that I cannot become like him. That is why I joined Korea Fire Service, because I can save people by doing this work and can help them. That is why I want to go to Antarctica. To help the people there and to experience a new place. Seong comes to the office of the Vice Minister because he did not like the Vice Minister meeting his wife, and because of this he had a misunderstanding. Both of them sit in the office to talk. Mr. Choi, i.e. Seong's dad, first thanks the Vice Minister for telling him where Suk was, but I do not respect you at all. The Minister asks, what do you mean? Mr. Choi says, this Suk is my wife. The Minister says, yes, I know. Mr. Cho says, then you should understand how to behave with someone else's wife. From now on, don't even go close to her. The Minister says that maybe you have a misunderstanding. Mr. Choi says that you must be handsome, and my feelings for my wife will never end because I love my wife so much. So stop seducing her. Just then Yasuk reaches there. She calls the Vice Minister dull. Hearing this, Mr. Choi gets even more angry. He asks Mr. Choi, how come you are here, and the Minister explains to Mr. Choi that Yasuk and I are just good friends. Mr. Choi says, then why did Yasuk call you dull? Both of them say, because we both are very good friends. The Vice Minister says that I never had any feelings for her. He shouts and says, what nonsense are you talking? How can you not fall in love with such a beautiful, intelligent woman like her? Are you a robot? The Vice Minister tells him that he is gay and he is interested in men. Mr. Choi is shocked, so Mr. Choi waits outside. Yasuk, the Vice Chairman, comes out after saying such a thing. Mr. Choi was very angry with him. Mr. Choi started convincing him. Yasuk says, how did you doubt me? Mr. Choi says, I did not doubt you. I doubt that bastard. He was always hovering around you. That's why I thought he has bad intentions, but I am sorry for whatever I did, but why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Then I don't have any misunderstanding. She says my best friend trusted me and told me this secret, so how can I tell you? Mr. Choi says sorry worry and convinces him. Here Dong-ji had started protein powder business which he had made live. He tells this good news to Mom that now see how successful I will be and you will never have any problem. I will make you earn 100 times of what you had invested in me. I will get you whatever you want. Mom says whatever you do, you should be successful in it. I just want this. Then she goes to her friends. Where Mohin's mom asks Ryu's mom if Ryu would like to go on a blind date. Very good, I have in mind. There is no one to tell Mohan because she will refuse. That's why you ask Ryu. Here Ryo and Seong were coming towards the house. He says you did not stop the car anywhere on the way, not even to rest. She says sorry, did you have to go to the bathroom? Shang says no, we both spend time together. She says but I had to return Mom's car, so come early. Then his mom calls him. Song and Ryo were about to give them an excuse to come together and Mom says no. Tell me, do you want to go on a blind date? Yes, Auntie has a very good idea. Shang Shong says, why blinded? Before Dee can say anything, Shang says she cannot go. Because she is not in a position to go on a blind date. And Ryo asks them to go home and Momo asks them to answer right now. Mohim comes from behind them, then both of them take Mohim to Shang's office. Mom starts looking at his office carefully. She comes and sits in the massage chair. Young says yes, you take rest comfortably. Mom says then who will give the reply? Ryo asks what kind of report? Mom says that yesterday you took my car and came today morning, which means you both were together at night. Tell me, are you both dating? Ryu starts explaining that I was with Shang and we were not in the same room at night. So nothing happened as you are thinking. She says we slept in separate rooms. Moam says, okay, I agree, but you did not answer my question. You both are dating, right? He tells her that yes, we both are dating, which makes Moam very happy and finally gave me peace by seeing you both together. She says, why are you so happy with us dating? Moam says, because I was dying of frustration after seeing you both. Whoever has seen you both, they all felt that something is going on between you two, and I knew it since childhood. Shang says, how did you know when I did not know in childhood? Moam says that this is called the power of words. If you like it, please like the video. If you visit the channel for the first time, please subscribe and hit the bell icon.